Cinna.
Pals! What is going on, everybody? I'm Jaby, Koay, joined by Charker.
Hello.
We are continuing forward with Living Single Season 2, Episode 10, 11, and 12. The first one we're watching is Double Indignity. Thanks so much for joining us. Make sure to hit the subscribe bell icon, all notifications, and vote this up. Let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. If you want to watch the whole thing with us without any cuts or interruptions, the Char's getting older. Then head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/Cinejump or cinejump.com. Both URLs will get you there all the same, but you will need your own access to the show, which we are watching through Disney Plus / Hulu.
Yes.
And so you'll open up each episode side by side with our reaction. We give you a 3-2-1 countdown sync, and it's like you're watching with two of your favorite pals from the internet.
Woo!
Please do follow us on Instagram. Much appreciated. Slide into the DMs.
Slide into Jaby's DMs.
This is sliding. Or you can just crawl in. Haha. I'm ready to be a dad with all these jokes. Here we go.
Look at these headlines. It's so depressing.
I know.
Yeah, that's how I
Says here,
feel.
designers
The
predict
news is
wider
always
lapels
depressing.
next season. I don't even know why I read the paper.
Yeah.
Morning, people.
Does she have a job again?
Check you out. You must have a job interview.
Ooh, girl, that is great. And here's a little something for good luck. It's a running tab of all the food you've eaten here while you were unemployed, and it is
How is
even
this good luck?
itemized for your convenience.
Wow.
I don't have an interview. I'm going down to the courthouse to scour for anyone who looks like they might
Ooh,
need.
that's very
How are you
proactive.
gonna be able to tell? If they're in a holding cell, it's kind of a tip-off.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Well, you know what? I think they'll be very lucky to have
That's
someone
right.
as professional as you are. That's why I made up these group rate coupons and eye-catching colors.
So she's just an independent lawyer now?
Yeah.
Fishing.
It's a movie.
Oh, it's film. I see.
Oh.
Okay. Dr. Strangelove or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb.
Wow. Wow. That was really good. How'd she get that?
Ha 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 ha, very funny. Stop calling here. Damn, crank caller.
This has been going on all week. It's starting to get on my nerves.
So what are they saying?
It's just this annoying little laugh. You know what? Maybe the phone cord's tickling him. Happens to me all the time.
Sure. Oh,
There it is
again?
again.
What you
Wow.
ladies need is a man to answer the phone.
Okay, let's hear it. Go ahead.
Allow me. Crank callers are often intimidated by the basso profundo of the male voice.
The basso profundo.
Listen up, you lowlife. Stop calling here harassing decent citizens and you get... Fine.
What?
Ooh, your mother can cuss.
Hey, Max. So, how did it go with the coupons at the courthouse? Well, I got a citation for littering, and I was hit on by a flasher.
That's a step up for you.
Ooh.
A step up from you.
Oh.
Don't worry, Max. Everything's gonna work out just fine. Haven't you been listening? I went down to the courthouse with coupons and still came up with nothing.
It's okay. Just try
She got a
again.
citation.
I heard you. I was just trying to be encouraging and friendly, but if you want the straight dope, Miss Missy, you're in deep yogurt. I didn't want to go there, man.
Understand. I relate to Synclaire so hard.
Max, you've been trying for months to get legal work. Now, right now, you just need a job. I
Right.
know. You think I like waking up in the morning and hanging around here all day?
Actually, yes.
My problem is the only thing that I'm trained to do is to be a lawyer. Now, come on, look at the ads. Bookkeeper, basic accounting, secretary, shorthand. Synclaire is more qualified to get a job than I am.
Can she type that fast?
No, she's not.
Oh, she doesn't want to lose her.
My uncle used to say,
Savage.
if you want to stay employed, you go into a line of work where people always need.
That's true.
Now, Max, look at this ad. It's interesting.
God, what is it?
Telemarketing. Experienced entrepreneur has quality product to be sold by articulate spokesperson. Earn up to $1,000 a week.
Sounds like BS.
Regine, that could have been your mother.
Then,
I know.
yeah.
Exactly why. Oh. Why can't I remember his name?
Oh, yeah. He does the voice of Iago, right?
Yeah.
I'm Larry, and you are?
Maxine Shaw, I'm here for the telemarketing job.
Oh, my
It's
God.
yours. Congratulations.
I've always been so scared to apply to these.
No interview?
Let me explain something to you. This is not a highly skilled job. neurosurgery. That's a highly skilled job. This, not so much. Okay, what we sell here are subliminal self-improvement tapes.
Oh my God.
Gilbert Gottfried.
Each one with a motivational message that's recorded at such a low volume that only your subconscious and Cocker Spaniels can hear.
Cocker Spaniels. That's very specific.
Sounds like waves crashing.
Ah, but your subconscious is hearing, "You're fat! Put that back!"
And people really buy these things, huh?
Huh?
Tony Robbins did that.
Well, is there a health plan?
Of course! If you get sick, we give you a tape that says, "You're not sick."
Oh.
Welcome to the amazing world of phone sales.
She's going to be so good at this, isn't she?
She's going to be like Leonardo DiCaprio in Wolf of Wall Street.
Mrs. Mangini, have you ever said to yourself, "Gee, I'm fat"? Or, Mrs. Mangini, do you say, "Gosh, I can't stop having sex and it's ruining my life"?
It happened.
Well, Hello?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Hello?
that's terrible. Terrible.
Mrs. Mangini hung up.
Don't worry about it. I always use one of my ex-wives for the first test call.
Nice.
Larry, Mr. Montanio only speaks Spanish.
No problemo. Flippo el scripto.
Oh.
What is all this?
Hey, I'm using modern technology to track down your crank caller.
Oh.
We got the reel-to-reel, got a voice stress analyzer, and your standard oral spectrogram.
Wow.
All come in handy when you're ready to build your time-traveling DeLorean.
No, you need a flux capacitor for that.
That's right.
By analyzing the background noise of several of the crank calls, I can hear people swearing and cars honking. So I've narrowed it down to New York City.
Wow. Amazing.
I thought those ears were just for nibbling.
Go and get you some.
Hello? Hey, Max. So, how's the new job?
On the suck scale, it sucks. +2.
Oh, wow.
Your night with Kyle only sucked +1.
You'd be amazed who you find here at the bottom of the barrel. There's an accountant, a disc jockey, an airline
wow.
pilot.
That's
Hey, Doc,
crazy.
give me a cigarette.
When you're desperate, you're desperate.
Yeah.
Max, that job hasn't got you smoking, has it?
Oh, no. I'm just holding it for effect, you know. It completes the pathetic image. What are you doing?
Oh, don't mind me.
Oh,
Just a
no.
little spring cleaning.
Oh, no. That's bad. That's really bad.
They're getting raided.
Yeah.
Put down your phones, you're under arrest.
Hey, what's going on?
She didn't even do anything.
I think I'm about to be handcuffed. And I don't mean that in a good way.
She's a lawyer. She can lawyer her way out of this.
You can't set crank caller yet?
Nope, but I'm zeroing in. While analyzing the tape, I distinctly heard echoing footsteps. The culprit is either calling from the grand lobby of the Waldorf Astoria, or it's a guy in flamenco boots carrying a bucket of water.
Max, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. And Khadijah, thanks again for bailing me out.
No problem.
How much was it?
Kyle said he reimbursed me if I gave him the canceled check with Max's bail written on it.
Ooh. Wow.
Yeah. Laugh it up, Kyle. I wrote your name and number on the holding cell wall.
Oh, damn.
Weren't you busy pumping iron and watching game shows?
Show her some sympathy. Bad enough she doesn't have a man or a job. Now she's got this bad rap.
Oh, no.
I've been given a date to show up in court.
Oh.
But you didn't do anything wrong.
No, but Galaxy Telemarketing did. They were taking money for subliminal tapes with no subliminal messages on them.
Oh, my gosh.
You can represent yourself, though.
I'm sorry you're going through all this, Max.
Oh, when's the other shoe gonna drop with him?
And she's waiting for it.
Yeah, me too.
Kyle is pitying me. I have truly reached the lowest point in my life.
Don't despair, Max. Hell is like Batman.
What?
Well, Batman doesn't sit around complaining about how diabolical the Joker is or how distracting Catwoman is.
How distracting Catwoman is.
No. He gets off his bat behind and kicks some arch villain booty.
That's right.
I have hit rock bottom because that made complete sense to me. Overton's right.
What do you do?
I am not going out like that. I am not going out without a fight.
Okay.
That's right.
Excuse Excuse me, are you Fred Meyer?
And you're asking me that because...
You're my public defender.
Oh, this is great. I found you. Look, I just suggest you plead guilty.
No.
You better have some idea how you're going to get me off because I am not pleading guilty.
That's right. You better not mess up.
Yeah.
Widows or no widows, guilty.
Damn.
Next case.
Uh-oh.
That's
Hard
rough.
Judge.
Your Honor, my client pleads not guilty.
Thank you.
For the 2 hours Miss Shaw worked as a telemarketer, she
2
made
hours.
not one sale. She made no sale. She committed no crime. It's as simple as that.
You were just handed this case out in the hallway, weren't you?
Okay, how about this?
God.
Look
pivot,
at
pivot,
she's
quick.
looking at him.
Okay, I'm ready to rule.
No, no,
I'm
no,
an
no,
attorney.
no.
I'd like to go pro se and represent myself.
All right, Miss
God.
Shaw, if you really think you can top the Patty Hearst thing.
Here we go.
Okay.
Police records indicate that only one person fled the offices of Galaxy Telemarketing. Why? Because only one man knew what he was doing was illegal.
You'll never work in the telemarketing industry!
That's okay.
I made you, and I can break you!
So dramatic.
Had any of us known that what we were involved in was illegal activity, wouldn't one of us have run from the police? But we didn't run. Not one of us, because we had no knowledge and therefore no intent to commit fraud.
Do you have any evidence?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I've known this woman since freshman year in college, and she's always been honest. In fact, if there was some law against being honest, she'd be arrested. But then it'd be a crime, so she wouldn't do it.
Okay.
Just stop. You're not helping.
Hold that gavel!
Another friend of the defendant?
What is it?
Did you get the tape?
And a transcriptor said tape.
Your Honor, I call Overton Wakefield Jones to the
God.
stand.
He's like, no, I didn't agree to this.
He's sweating.
Now, Mr. Jones,
He's sweating for no
you have been
reason.
recording all phone calls coming into Miss James' apartment. Is that correct? Is that correct?
Yes, yes, at the lady's request, I was trying to track down the great caller, don't you see?
Why is he crying?
Mr. Jones, please tell the court what is on this tape.
It's a
Why is that word still
conversation
there?
between you and Khadijah at the precise moment the police came in. Further along on the tape is the best of Boosie Collins, but I don't see how that figures into this case. Boosie, a bass player.
Pifa. Yeah.
Okay.
She's into it.
Okay.
This recording will prove that I had absolutely no knowledge those tapes were fraudulent. In fact, I was having a personal conversation and therefore was not engaged in phone fraud when the police arrived. I was not seen doing it. And this is all to say very simply, Your Honor. I didn't do it.
Pending my
Exactly.
verification of
Yeah.
the tape's authenticity, your case is dismissed.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Will you represent me?
Here we go. Each of them.
If that's all right with you, Your Honor.
Would anybody else like to be represented by Miss Shaw?
Everybody in the
Yep.
world, including Gilbert Gottfried.
Not you, because you're guilty.
Put your hand down, Larry. Check me out, people. I'm free.
Well, you get what you pay for.
That's good.
Nobody get that. That's a crank caller.
Could be for me. Put your number on my answering machine.
Okay.
It's the public defender's office. Judge Glazer was so impressed with me that she put in a good word.
Oh.
Oh.
Damn.
See you Monday.
Aww.
I got a job.
Nice. Look, she's happier than everybody else.
You're gonna be a public defender. You're gonna work for the people.
Freak the people. I got a job.
She's Matt Murdock.
Except Matt Murdock works at a
this
fancy
caller
place
ID phone
now.
Overton and Star really works. We got the crank caller's number. Oh, shoot. He is going to be sorry he ever called this house.
Well, actually, I don't know if Matt Murdock was ever a public defender.
Listen up, you punk. If you think for a minute... What? Oh.
What?
What's your name, little boy?
Oh.
Andy? Have you been calling here? Well, you know, Andy, what you're doing is wrong. I could call the police.
Sure.
What you mean the police work for your dad? Look, stop making up stories, young man.
Who
And
is
don't
it?
call here anymore.
Who is it?
Crazy kid. Says his father's the mayor.
Oh my God. He's got like scary, diabolical little hands. They freak me out.
What the hell? That was so random. That was so absurd. I guess the things we did to amuse ourselves before iPads and iPhones and...
Did you ever do prank phone calls or crank calls, as you call them in the States?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah. I called Nintendo Power, and the GameCube is like, you know how big a CD is, right?
Yeah.
The GameCube disc is like half the size of a CD. And so we called Nintendo Power, and we're like, it was me and a friend, Brian, we're like, oh my God, something's wrong with the GameCube. And the guy was like, what happened? And we're like, we tried to put a regular CD in there and it broke and blah, blah, blah. He's like, you're not supposed to put regular CDs in there. Like, but there's nothing in the instruction. The guy's like, in the instructions, it says don't put regular CDs. And we're like, we can't find that. Another CD broke. We just kept escalating the situation.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It was fun.
Maybe that's a little boy thing. I don't think I remember doing that. But I did receive prank calls. Oh no, I sometimes used to impersonate my younger sister. That was fun. But that was when people called the house. Yeah. And then because we had similar voices, but hers at that time was like slightly higher pitched than mine, they'd be like, oh, can I speak to Belinda, please? And then I'd be like, hi. And then they'd start spilling all their secrets. And then I'd be like, ha ha. I'd be like, Belinda,
I was ready
your
for
friend just told me all your secrets.
I was ready for that to go nowhere. Then you stuck the landing and nice.
Yeah, I think we've all done stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the episode demonstrated several things with Max. I mean, it shows you what you end up doing when you're so desperate. You'll take any kind of gig.
Yeah.
Any kind of gig. Yeah. Just to get by. I don't think I ever did telemarketing, but I've done so many random
See, I was always afraid. I kept seeing those things and where they're like, oh, you can make like $1,000 a week or however many $1,000. It's really easy. You just have to, work at a call center. And I was like, you know what? I'd sooner do anything else rather than that because I get anxiety just calling someone. Like recently, I've been having issues with my plumbing here. This is not the beginning of some sort of sexy corn film, but
Oh my God.
I even just calling someone for something that I actually need, I get anxiety. So I'm like, I could never do a job where I have to call people and convince them to buy something. Because I would be like, you know what? You probably don't need it. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah. I'd be terrible at sales.
So I, in between gigs, I had unemployment at one point, and when you make a certain amount while on unemployment, you're supposed to report how much you're making, and oftentimes you won't get benefits for the week that you've made money.
Right.
And so, in an effort to keep making that money, I'm going to try to make this as simple as possible. Basically, I was working at this casting office, and what they were able to pay me on a particular week, it was going to be less than I would have gotten on unemployment. Okay. So I said, look, I'll make you a deal. You don't have to pay me for this week. I'll just, we're working out the kinks here. I'd rather be able to keep my unemployment. And this is not really tied to anything what Max went through. This is just a random story that popped up into my head. So I was dating a girl at the time named Morgan.
Of course you were.
And I was always about helping out the people in my proximity, especially a girlfriend. And she needed a gig. And so my boss at the time needed a babysitter. And so I was like, hey, I have a girlfriend. She could babysit. She's like, all right, cool. So Morgan goes over there at some absurd hour, like 5 a.m. I'm like, all right. I'm asleep in bed. I get a call at 5:20 a.m. I'm like, and it's from my boss. I'm like, what is going on right now? And she goes, I locked myself out of the apartment and I can't get back in there. And Morgan's got my keys. Morgan! And she starts screaming, Morgan. And she keeps screaming Morgan at the top of her lungs.
Did she have Morgan's number?
She had nothing on her apparently because she just ran out the door to get to Beverly Hills.
Oh, shit.
She couldn't get back. check in. She didn't have her car keys. She had nothing. This woman is a mess.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. She ran a casting office and she was a goddamn mess. And so
Lord.
I'm calling Morgan repeatedly, and Morgan's like, "What's going on? I'm babysitting this kid." I'm like, "Don't you hear?" I can't remember the lady's name. Don't you hear? She's screaming your name out. The whole neighborhood can hear her. And so it got resolved. But that was just hilarious to me. Like she's just screaming Morgan's name for the whole fucking neighborhood. Oh my God damn.
Damn. Okay.
So.
All right, and that has
It was just a weird job.
It was nothing to do with
that's what I said. It had nothing to do with it. But it was just like a weird gig I had experienced while like in between stable gigs. You know, I've had a lot of weird random.
Yeah.
So,
but I think the point is like you get to a certain level of unemployment where you're like, anything. I will do literally anything.
Mm-hmm. So I worked at Denny's. I told you this.
Yeah.
This job interview always comes to my mind for some reason, where the manager asked me, "So you've done some serving before?" I lied. I said yes. Because I did takeout. It wasn't serving. It was a takeout restaurant, right? And I was like, yes. And he goes, so on a scale of 1 to 10, ask me on a scale of 1 to 10 how good of a server I am.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how good of a
10.
server?
Like, I cut him off. And he was like, damn, okay. And so he hired me. It's like, wow. I was so confident. And I was the worst server. I was like, you do not want to hire me as a server.
No, I'm not the best either.
I got one table that I'm good at, and the other 3 failed. Like, it's always one's got their bread and their coffee and whatever.
Yeah.
The other 3 are like, where is this guy? So, yeah, I wasn't good at it. That's when I believed in that theory that has been perpetrated for years, which is women have the 360 brain. And men are more singular.
Yeah.
The only other guy who was doing well at that Denny's was gay. So I'm like, there's something to that theory. I don't know what it is. I haven't scientifically tested this, but I could see in Denny's, like, I was the one dude that was straight working there, and the other women were just able to, like...
multitask.
I was like, damn, how are you able to... There's 8 tables.
It's survival, because traditionally, women have to take care of the children, right? And there's, like, a bajillion things going on at the same time. So you have to be able to split your brain in different directions.
Yeah.
You can like cook dinner, take care of the kids, and do the laundry.
I remember a low point was I was serving this table at Denny's, and this guy goes, "Oh my God, you're like the best server ever. You're so good. You're so good. Thank you so much. You're such a great server." And I get to my table after he leaves, and there's $1 with 4 quarters on top of it. I'm like, God damn. You could have just not given me anything.
Maybe that was like the most he'd ever tipped
maybe.
anyone.
No, you're right. That's absolutely fair.
Yeah.
But in that moment, I'm not thinking that. In that moment, I'm thinking, Jesus Christ. Like, this is so bad.
It feels, yeah.
It hurts.
When you receive coins as a tip, you're just like, that's okay.
Please don't. Like,
yeah.
Just please don't.
It's fine.
It hurts.
Just, it hurts more than actually receiving no tip.
Yeah. No, it really does. All of a sudden, I can't remember all like the little random gigs I've had, but that was, yeah.
Anyway, this was...
No, but I really... Sorry, yeah, but anyway, about this. Sorry.
No, about this.
Yeah,
this was fun. I liked it.
I really liked what they were showing us through Max, because she's like at the lowest point in her life.
Yeah.
Presumably, right? And outside of sleeping with Kyle, apparently. And like she walks in, and it's already like a very questionable thing, because Gilbert Gottfried's like, "Hey, we're selling tapes and blah blah blah," and like it just feels skeevy off the cuff, right?
He's such a great character actor as well. Like he's so much fun to watch and listen to. He just comes across as like very skeevy.
Yes.
Just in his voice and mannerisms and his little eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, because I started thinking about some other gig I never got paid for.
You're like, God damn it.
No, I worked at I think I just remembered, I worked at Los Angeles Valley College Gymnastics, and I never got paid. I helped out there to teaching.
Take them to small claims court. It's probably
fine.
past the statute of limitations anyway.
They've cut me so many. They let me go in and train so many times, so it's fine. But it was just weird to remember that all of a sudden. But yeah, she's dealing with that, right? And then she goes into the court, and you see how bad that the public defender is.
Yeah.
And it makes you think, while making you laugh, about like all these people that get processed through the system. And the first thing he says off the cuff is, "Just say you're guilty." It's like, damn, dude,
Lazy.
Really?
Yeah.
My God. And I feel like that's just a thing that lawyers do, where they don't want to deal with the hassle of losing. And so they'll just like make their client do the dumbest thing possible.
Yeah.
Just to get through the.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
So it's cool that they're making jokes about it. And, you know, as soon as Overton was on the stand, he's like crying. He doesn't even know why he's there. I thought that was hilarious.
That was funny.
Yeah.
But I guess it's kind of stressful, you know, suddenly being called up as a witness, especially if you're not prepared
It would
for
stress
it.
me out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh my God, you're just trying to catch me out, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, this has been fun. Let's go to the next episode.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like that much money. It was like $75. I worked for days to get that $75 and I never got paid. Like, it's the worst. But I'm fine. It's okay. We're all good. Now
We're all good now.
You know, live to tell the tale. So, My Cups Runneth Over is the next episode. So I see this young actor in the thumbnail and I decided to look him up before we started shooting. And his name is Gary Leroy Gray. And he was in The Cosby Show, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air,
Was he Martin as well?
Family Matters. He might have. I don't see Martin
No.
here.
Okay.
Party of Five.
Oh.
For one episode. And the Tiger Woods story, that's hilarious because I thought he looked like Tiger Woods a little bit. And he plays a young Tiger Woods.
Ah.
So he's one of those faces that we've seen like a billion times.
He's got such a cute face
Yeah.
here as well.
Hey, you all remember Kevin?
Oh yeah, no, he was in the first season, wasn't he? Because he's
Oh, right.
Brother
in the
program
big,
assigned
yeah.
Kyle to you as punishment.
You're right. She is a mean old lady. Where's the nice one with the fake hair?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Regine is at the doctor's, but if you want to see her hair, there's a whole box of it upstairs.
No, don't do that.
Ice cream!
my God.
Ice cream man
This
is so
kid.
greedy he'll deliver through a blizzard.
Can I have somebody for some ice cream?
He's just trying to
cold.
make his money.
Please.
Ah, look at that face. You can't turn him down. Go, Kev, get some ice cream.
Oh no, Uncle Obi, you're spoiling him.
Got a hankering for a nutty buddy, my damn self.
Uh-oh.
Yo, shorty, I think I gave him my last dollar. Carl,
Kyle, please.
can I have some money for some ice cream? Please. You're right. Yeah. Thanks.
Hey, give me a bomb pop. A
All
bomb
right.
pop.
Bomb pop.
Bomb pop.
All right.
Man, I gave Overton a 50.
Oh no.
Hey, kids, I got a 50. I got a 50.
Uh-oh, run.
You ran outside
Run.
anyway after all that.
He's gonna get 50 ice creams and give it to all the children in the neighborhood. Damn.
Hey.
Oh, she's back.
So what did the doctor say about your back?
You know how doctors are. They always gotta find something wrong with you. He told me I needed a breast reduction. I told him he needed to go to hell.
So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna ignore him. Come on, I don't want to look like a man or Max.
Oh my God, that is so mean.
Or then a handful is wasted.
Says you. Maybe you should just get a second opinion.
I don't need to go to another doctor, all right? I'll just have to get some gravity boots and hang upside down for a couple of hours.
What would that do?
You do that
But for your
for
situation.
the back.
Okay.
Her back hurts because her boobs are too heavy.
Opie killed the ice cream man.
What?
Ice cream man is not dead. The paramedic said all he needs is a little rest and maybe a bypass.
What
He had a
happened?
heart attack.
All I did was ask for a nutty buddy.
But the ice cream man had to dig all the way in the back, and the next thing you know, his heart skipped a beat.
Oh my God.
Well, several.
He feels guilty.
Could you relax?
Oh, she's nervous.
No! What if this was you? In fact, this should be you. Why isn't this you?
Now, I was built to hold this shelf.
She does have a taller frame.
Are you here to be reduced too?
Oh, no. I just got these.
Oh.
People are paying good money to get what I might have to lose.
You don't have to lose it all.
She will be back in 3 years when them things get recalled.
Things have changed, haven't they?
What if this plastic surgeon agrees with the other doctors? Man,
Look, relax now.
She's so jittery.
That's charming.
I feel the same way every time.
awkward.
It's the worst.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sheridan.
You're a woman.
Well, according to this chart, you are too.
A lot of the time they are male doctors, though.
Your orthopedist recommended reduction mammoplasty.
Yes, he did. But you know, just sitting here, my breasts suddenly feel quite light.
Before you float away, let me take a look at your back.
Oh.
Well, Regine, it looks to me like your breasts are overworking your latissimus muscles.
Okay, so what?
Really should get your breasts down to a workable size.
Oh.
Well, I've been working with these for years. I mean, come on, they're one of my greatest assets. They're part of what make me a woman, and if I might say, a diva.
Keeping it real.
Okay, I got a solution. Why don't you just give me a lifetime supply of painkillers, and then I'll bet your hair.
Damn.
There's an idea. We can do your surgery right after detox.
Wow.
As a woman, would you do this? Have you done this?
She's looking so hard.
Many times.
What?
On many patients.
Oh, okay.
And in your case, I would say we'd have to take out only about 4 ounces of fat, glandular tissue, and skin. And actually, I doubt we'd have to even detach the nipple at all.
Oh my goodness gracious.
sounds
Oh
awful.
my God.
Bye-bye. It's been really good meeting you. Take care. Cool out. Khadijah!
Miss Hunter, if you decide not to have this operation, your back pain can only get worse.
Damn.
Worse?
Yes. And it's going to be kind of hard to be a diva when you're bent over in pain and your assets are sagging.
I mean, you
man.
know, you get a nice little lift as well.
Okay. I'll do it.
Good decision. And the first step is taking pictures so we can determine precisely what needs to be done.
Pictures?
Higher, please. All the way up. That.
Why her eyes like that? She looks scary.
She doesn't want it.
Oh, Obi, they're children. They've probably forgotten about this whole ice cream man incident already. Come on.
Okay, let's see.
You know, Overton, I have to say, it's kind of nice not being the most hated grown-up in the neighborhood. Thanks for taking the heat off me.
I wish I'd just hurry up and get this over with. I haven't eaten in 24 hours.
Oh.
They wouldn't let you eat? What kind of prison is this?
And then they stabbed me with this giant needle to get me to relax. How am I supposed to relax? I mean, what if they mess up, huh? Or what if they take too much?
Aw.
What if they give me a third one?
That'd be cool. I'll take that.
What if I don't make it?
You'll be fine.
Regine, we have your check for this month's rent. We'll be fine. When you come back, I'm just gonna sing
If you
along.
mention singing one more...
Nope.
Oh, she's relaxed.
Who put the blue hat on Larry's table?
Oh, wow, she's loopy.
All right, now, Regine, I'll be right here when you come out.
Thank you, Khadijah. Khadijah! You know, I've known you longer than I've had these. We've been through a lot together. Me and mine. You and yours. Bye-bye! Bye-bye, Double D.
Aw.
Smooches!
I bet, like, a C cup would look nice on her, too.
Hey, she's back. So how you feeling? Oh.
Okay, I guess.
Oh. Oh, no. Oh.
Oh, my God.
How are you feeling?
Don't cry.
Flat as a board, thanks to you.
Oh, Regine, your surgery went extremely well. You're just bandaged quite tightly.
Yeah.
I can assure you, we left you with some substantial breast-shaped structures.
Breast-shaped structures? What am I, a muffin pan?
Trust me, as someone who's performed this procedure many, many times, you still have an impressive set of hooters.
Surprise!
The ice cream man!
Yeah, I just wanted to show Kevin that you were all right and assure him that I had nothing to do
He's
with
like,
you
get
being
out of here.
It's you.
Sure, it's me.
Oh my God, he's gonna have another heart attack.
You tried to kill me.
No, I didn't.
Have you come back to finish the job? You and your damn nutty buddy.
Damn. Way to ruin it.
Kind of unfair to blame me. I mean, you are a tad bit on the hefty side.
Ooh.
That's it. I'll kill you. You hear me? I'll kill you.
Oh, no, he's gonna have another one.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Nice,
run.
nice.
You killed him again!
Why don't I take you and get you one of those Fudgy the Whale ice cream cakes?
And his own chocolate ocean?
Sure.
He's just like right as rain like that.
He doesn't care.
Hey, Regine, come
Let's
on
see.
over. Hey, you guys.
Good to see you out here.
Oh, thank you.
It'll take a minute to heal, though.
Feeling better?
Yep, I'm feeling great. But I'm still having that nightmare where I'm in the swimsuit competition at the Miss America pageant and people are yelling, "Get that guy off the stage!"
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Hey, Kyle, Overton.
Ooh.
Mitch, what's up, man?
All right. Now, you guys coming over Sunday to watch the fight, right?
On that little bitty box you call a TV?
Yeah, TV so small. Last time went over there to watch 8 is enough. Could only see 3 people.
Well, hey, maybe next time, all right? All right.
Well, you know, Mitch, I love boxing.
Oh, is that right?
What?
Well, then maybe you should avoid all the hoopla at your place and, take somebody out to a movie or get some dinner.
Oh no, it's not working.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't eat out much.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
Oof, oof, oof.
Well, that was nice and humiliating.
Oh, Regine, it wasn't that bad. He tried to let you down nicely before he totally dissed you.
Oh.
Oh, my God.
I'm gonna go home.
Oh, Regine.
I have a lot of ignorant questions to ask you.
Why don't you just leave me alone, mister? I just can't imagine you without them.
Oh.
Damn.
Okay, so I lose some of my debonair nonchalance in a hospital room. I'm sorry.
Dang, that's a long scarf.
No, it's not just you, Kyle. Did you see the way I repulsed your friend?
Not because you look different, because you look desperate.
Yeah.
He was talking to you, but having a conversation with Khadijah's chest. Guys used to talk to me that way.
Aww.
First of all, you do not look different. And second, the reason why men paid so much attention to your breasts is because you did. You left us no choice.
Exactly. They were out there.
How else was I supposed to get dates or get out of speeding tickets?
Aww.
You really believe your breasts got you those things?
Probably.
Yes, it's always been that way. My figure got me elected homecoming queen. I sent in a picture with my college application. I know that didn't hurt.
Oh, okay. So it's your breasts that made you top buyer at the boutique. It's your breasts that make people come
thank
to
you,
for
Kyle.
advice and make you such a good cook and make you look so good in a bathing suit.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Back up.
When I look in the mirror, I see a different person.
Regine, you are a different person. You are a beautiful woman who has lost her confidence. That's what made men flock to you. Your wit, your poise.
Yeah.
Your ability to make every other woman in the room feel like she had something hanging out of her nose.
I had it all.
And you still do. Just one cup size less.
Who told you?
He can
Kyle,
tell.
baby.
Yeah.
Isn't that what the doctor said?
You used to be the only person I knew whose sense of style even came close to mine. Now look at you. What is this?
Yeah. What are you wearing?
I was going to point that out, too.
Yeah.
Khadijah. What was girlfriend thinking? And all that purple, she looked like Barney's girlfriend.
She's back, baby.
You want a scarf? I think I'm finished.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Jesus.
This is nice.
That's like 4 scarves.
Yeah.
Come here.
Oh my God. Okay. I thought they were going to make out, but this is cute.
Kyle?
Mm-hmm.
This really hurts.
Oh, yeah. Aww.
All right, there we go. Okay, now I need to see the range of motion
I would
side.
never. She's laughing.
Aww.
Okay.
All right,
so,
hit me with your questions.
It's threefold. Okay, so
Okay.
they kind of address one of them though. The first one is if you have that kind of situation, is there no amount of back exercise or ab exercise you can do to balance things out? That's number one.
Okay.
Number two is like if you're just increasing your intensity of fitness, wouldn't those naturally reduce because they're mostly made of fat?
Okay.
When she was came into the restaurant, I was like, oh my gosh, he's not looking at me the same way. I'm like, well, you're dressing more frumpy, right?
Right. Yes.
and
yes to all of that.
I dated a chick for a little bit who I thought had, some bazookas, some pachungas, and she was just a B cup. Like that's not, it's flat, but it's not huge. It's not a C or D, right?
No.
And
Was she very small framed, like on her body, perhaps a B cup?
I'm trying not to be specific, but you knew her, and so.
Okay. But yeah, you like
so she
put on some good bras,
Exactly.
some push-up bras,
Yes.
wear the right outfit.
So she had I asked her about it just because I was curious, and she was very nice, and I was very I must have asked in a nice way because she wasn't offended, and she was like, yeah, I know how to wear a bra. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that like there are bras out there that can give you 1 or 2 cup sizes bigger
Sure.
than what you are, and like you just dress appropriately. And it's also, especially if you've got a small frame, like Queen Latifah pointed out, she's taller, broader, bigger. So it makes sense that her chest is bigger. But when you're like as petite as Regine is and you have a massive rack, yeah, it can cause a lot of back pain because, like you said, yeah, it is like
right, but you can't
breast tissue and the fat and everything, and yeah, I mean, it really depends because I have some friends, and I'm just speaking from like hearing from other people, right? Because I am a proud card-carrying member of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee. So I don't know firsthand what that feels like. I have a friend who's like very slim, very petite.
And then well endowed.
Like a J cup.
And where is this friend?
In Canada.
God damn it.
Or like a G. I don't know. It was like they're so big. She has to go to a specialist bra shop. Like she can't even shop at Victoria's
You've
Secret.
been holding out all these years and you haven't introduced
It's
me.
all right. She's married. Like she's not for you. Okay. But yeah, like it's too much,
Mm-hmm.
and just because you have to do a breast reduction for the sake of your back health doesn't mean that you have to lose them all completely. But it did make me think of, a lot of the time when women have breast cancer, they have to have a mastectomy or a double mastectomy. And like that decision can leave women feeling really sad.
Well, it's a part of their identity.
Exactly.
And their femininity and all that.
All of that.
Yeah.
And so I could really feel for Regine in this situation, where she's like, oh my God, they made me who I am. And I really liked Kyle coming in at the end there and being like, no, like you still got it going on, like you're still really smart. You're fun. Like you're all of these amazing things. Like,
what's fascinating about... Sorry, go ahead. I'll let you finish.
No. I was just going to wrap up by saying, like, her boobs don't define her.
Yeah. It's just interesting because most of when conversations come up about women, most of the men where I've talked to in my life, when that has come up, just almost every single one has said, I'm more of an ass man. Almost everyone. I can only think of one dude who didn't say that in my entire life.
When a woman has said like, "Oh, I need to have a breast reduction."
No, I'm just saying like as guys, like having guy conversation and we're talking about what we're more drawn to. most men I've encountered have said I'm more of an ass man, meaning the boobs don't even matter to them.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard people like what Maxine was saying, where she's like, you know, you just need a handful.
Yeah.
And I don't know if guys are just saying that to be nice, honestly, because that's kind of like when you're a smaller chested lady, it's like, you know, I'm like Max, where I'm like, you just need a handful, just a good handful. That's it, you know? But yeah, to answer your question, sure, you know, sometimes working out more, losing weight and stuff can help you to lose some of that fat. Because I know that, like, so, you know, sometimes when women really get into fitness and like gym and weightlifting and stuff like that, you can kind of lose volume.
Yeah.
In your chest, but like everyone's different, you know?
But I just wondered about the possibility of increasing your muscle in order to account for that. Does that not work?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, just imagine you've got however much they weigh, like 10 pounds, 15 pounds on the front of your body. Like, where are you going to
I'm listening.
find, like, what are you going to do to like balance that out, that additional weight? Like, they're not light. A friend of mine, you're going to love this. A friend of mine let me like, was like, that's a lot.
Yeah, time to muscle up.
Heavy. I don't know that feeling.
Yeah, sure, no, I get you.
Yeah, I'm always like, yes, you know, I can lay down flat on my tummy, no problem, no pain. I can give tight hugs,
Yeah.
no pain.
No, one girl I was seeing for a few years, you didn't meet her, but you know of her, was well endowed in that area, and I don't think she would ever, she was like Regine, she would not ever consider getting a reduction, because that was part of like what
her femininity, her charm.
That was part of drew people to her. You know, I could see why.
But like, I think it's sad. Like, I felt really bad for Regine, where she attributed all of that to like her amazing rack, right? And it's like, sure, maybe guys are kind of drawn to you because of that, but like, I feel like all of those other things that Kyle was talking about are so much more important, like your personality and all of that. And so like in that moment when she was at the cafe and that guy rejected her and she wasn't used to it, it was because she was coming at him in a way that was like unusual for her. You know, she kind of usually is able to pull it off a bit better, but she just was coming off kind of weird and desperate. So she wasn't her normal charming self because she felt like she had lost something. But, you know, all of that, all of the fun parts about her are still the same. And if anyone only likes you because of the size of your boobs, then maybe you shouldn't be with them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I try to think of what like the male equivalent is in terms of that experience, and this might sound silly, but the only thing I can think of is like a guy who's really tall, right? And it's like if you could strip a guy's height from him in order to make to increase his healthiness, you know, would he take that?
All right, yeah, you're a cool 6'2",
yeah,
and then suddenly you're like, now you have to be 5'9".
Or 5'7", or 5'6". You know, if you had to dramatically reduce your height, like, is it worth it still to be? You know what I mean? Like, I think that's the only way I can kind of equate it, and I don't think any guy would ever take that, honestly. I don't think any guy would reduce their height.
I've heard it's hard out there for guys under 6 foot.
Sure. Well, that's not what makes you a good person. You know, you've got this, and this, and this. It's like, yeah, but you're not taking my height from me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but and I guess in that case, a lot of women wouldn't even
pay attention
to the guy.
Exactly. Even
which
despite
is really
all those,
sad.
Despite all those wonderful qualities.
That is really sad. Yeah.
I get you though.
Yeah. But, you know, just one cup size.
I love your idealism though.
I know.
I
guess it's because I don't know that feeling. You know, I've never.
And you've gotten by just fine.
I've gotten by just fine.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's fine. I've never had
But most of you guys have only seen Achara from here up. You haven't seen her from behind. So, you might be packing a weapon and you just like keeping to yourself.
Lethal weapon in the back. Yeah.
Like I said, most guys I've encountered, they're more of an ass man. And so...
Lower body for the win.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
No, I do appreciate what this episode explored, and it's another demonstration of like some of the complexities of, I guess, the things that you just might encounter as a grown up. Like she had encountered her challenge with trying to go vegan, right?
Right.
And the last episode dealt with Max and the whole court system thing, and this episode is dealing with that, like just herself as a woman and how she identifies herself. And like challenging, that's a very challenging conversation to explore, and I'm glad they went there.
Yeah, and what I really like about it as well is that like it's written by a woman, and so you really do get the feeling of like all the nuances while still keeping the comedy and everything, but it felt more serious. And I wonder what the impetus was for writing this episode in particular. Because it does feel like quite personal and like the type of subject that women might talk about.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that's what it is right there.
Yeah.
Is trying to find a way to normalize this dialogue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Be like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like it's for your health. You can go down 1 cup size. It's not too bad. A C cup is still pretty good, you know?
Anyway, let's go to the last episode.
Here's the kick. Look at the hang time on that ball. Deion Sanders
He looks so serious.
Back.
Oh, shit. Are you for real?
Who is this?
He's a famous football player.
Oh.
Hey, now, pigs in the blanket, may I? Sure, help yourself.
Oh. What?
They literally said his name in the thing.
Here comes Sanders. He's carrying the ball and attacking.
This is crazy.
That was random.
Hey, is he eating a pig in a blanket?
That's such a cute cameo.
That was so random.
Oh, Mom, I still can't believe you're giving me the family recipe. I'm gonna go now because I'm feeling a little misty. My mother just told me how to make her special marshmallow and yam casserole.
What that crap you call yamalo?
What?
Yamalo?
You're supposed to bring a side dish.
These are corn chips. Maize. The Indians served these to the pilgrims.
Sure they did.
Because everything has to be perfect for a new man.
Oh.
Please, he is not my man.
So she's doing just fine.
And you know, at first I wasn't really attracted to Daryl. Then he told me he wasn't attracted to me either. And I became intrigued.
I think it's wonderful that we're all bringing someone special.
Does that work in real life?
I don't know.
You've got
Isn't
your
there a
Scooter,
whole thing
she's
about
got
that
her
negging?
Daryl, and you've got your...
Oh no. Max has no one.
I'm not bringing anyone.
Wait, I thought you was bringing Michael.
Oh, yeah, I am. Good old Michael Johnson. Jansen, that's right.
Damn.
Hi, Scooty Pooty.
Oh, Scooter. We haven't seen him in a minute.
Really? What? All right, I'll wait.
What's happening?
Scooter says he has something for me and something to ask me.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, girl, I know that combination.
Oh, it's not going to be positive.
You're gonna be
Oh,
giving
you think
thanks
so?
on
This is a misdirect.
engagement ring? You better start practicing.
Yeah.
Why would he
it's
propose
be
on Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Khadijah, you have a good relationship, you're having good sex. Why would Scooter want to wipe out all that happiness with a proposal?
Wow.
What would you say if he did propose?
I don't know.
No,
Say
that's
no,
not good.
girl. I always do.
And look at me now.
As if anyone has ever proposed to you.
Twice, thank you. Sure, they were screaming their proposals at that critical moment.
Oh.
Technically, I had them.
That took me a second.
What's wrong with your hands?
French tips.
Ooh.
Just being ready.
You did them yourself.
Oh, no.
She could tell.
I always do my nails for the holidays.
You trying to set off a ring.
Can't a girl do
like
her nails
this.
without it having to be about a man? Oh, Scooter!
Whoa.
Hey.
Michael.
Which Michael?
Johnson.
Glad you
Johnson.
could make it.
Yeah, well, it wasn't easy. I just couldn't bring myself to tell moms I wouldn't be there for Thanksgiving, so I snuck out during a family prayer.
Oh.
So, Michael, did you bring a side dish?
Oh my God.
There you go.
Oh my God.
Cranberry sauce?
How lovely. Cranberry sauce.
What the hell's wrong with you? I told you to bring a dip.
All right.
No, I got it. Don't touch it, I got it.
Look at her run.
Hey.
Oh.
Happy holidays, people.
The way she just did
Yeah.
a 180.
No, don't you dare. I'll beat.
Is it?
Hey.
Whoa! What?
Wait.
Hey, I say, happy
Hey, what's up, bro?
Yeah, I get that.
Hey, bro.
You never heard of Heavy D?
No.
Come on, brother, show a little love. You know, bro. So, Daryl, man, what do you do? Oh, well, I work for American Parcel Service. You know, I'm responsible for getting important packages to vital locations in a timely fashion.
Ah.
I don't get it. You only date VIPs who drive German cars.
He drives a Volkswagen.
How?
How? Damn. Damn.
Tell me, man, how did you two meet? Oh, well, you see, I had to deliver a priority letter to Regine's boutique. Although I wasn't paying her that much attention at first, back in the truck, I noticed the way she signed my clipboard. Just R. I knew I had to go back.
Oh, you found her mysterious.
Oh, no, you see, the law requires that I get a full signature.
Oh.
What exactly are your intentions towards our little Regine?
Well, it's quite simple, Overton. You see, I intend to treat Regine as well as I can for as long as she'll let me.
Oh, that's a good answer.
A gentleman.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah. You can't fault that, really.
Kyle.
You a rare brother.
Yeah.
What is that unusual smell?
Oh, that's my cousin Synclaire's yamalo.
Oh.
Homemade yamalo? I'm so sick of the instinct. Can I go check this out? I'll be right back. This will give y'all a chance to talk about me, you know what I'm saying?
I find the brother totally refreshing.
Yeah, I know, right?
Aw.
After dating all those pretentious jerks, it's kind of nice hanging out with somebody that's real.
Yeah.
Regine, let's not beat
Oh
around
my
the
God.
bush.
She
Some
growing
people are
up?
born big, some people just eat a lot. Which one is he?
Damn.
This is it. This is it.
It took him so long.
Oh my God.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Okay.
Is there someplace else we can talk?
Oh no.
Nope.
Oh no.
Oh, hey, I didn't realize you guys were still in here. Daryl, this is Terrence. Terrence, that's Daryl.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Oh.
Okay.
He's a hugger.
You guys excuse us for a minute. We need to talk.
Daryl was just about to
So
show us
far.
how to make bachelor's casserole out of leftovers.
Oh, yeah, the secret ingredient? Paprika. Get out here.
Get out of here.
You got the notes and everything.
Khadijah,
He's moving back to LA.
I've been waiting for the right
No.
time to give you this.
Oh, my God.
That's not what you think.
It's not a ring. It's a key.
It's a locket.
So you can open it and think of me.
Or I can just look at you, right?
Oh no, he's moving back.
I've been meeting with the group Jasmine, and they've asked me to manage them.
Managing a group? That's your dream.
Yeah. But if I take the job, I have to go on a world tour with them for 6 months.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Starting Monday.
Oh my God. That is abrupt.
Wow.
But I don't want to go unless you're cool with it.
No,
Well,
you,
baby, I don't want to hold you back. I
Yeah,
mean, I don't want to
exactly.
stand in your way. I want to keep you from going. But I don't want you to go.
oh.
Sorry, I forgot you two were in here. What's this? A ring box? No, it's not.
Ugh, that's awkward as hell.
Okay, look, I did just spring this on you. It is a lot to take in. Maybe
Right.
you need some more time to think about it.
Yeah, about 6 months.
Khadijah, come on.
Hey, you asked and I answered. I don't think you should go.
No. He'll resent you
I say I
forever.
think you're being fair on this.
I'm not being fair.
No, forget it, all right? I will just tell him no.
Well, cool.
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 Hey, cool.
Uh-oh.
Scooter's been asked to go on a world tour and manage Jasmine.
Ooh, that's great. Congratulations.
Congratulations, man.
Those bony girls that don't wear nothing on stage.
Yeah, but I'm not taking the job because someone decided it's not a good idea for me to go.
Well, someone just sprung this on someone.
Oh, God, this is so awkward.
We all know who you're talking about next time you speak Latin.
Terrence, I hope you don't mind me saying this, but that group is weak. I mean, the only thing they ever sing about is letting a man control you.
That's not such a bad thing.
Yes, it is.
It's bad for women, it's bad for men.
Nice pivot.
Scooter's invertebrate who's not going on tour because his woman told him no.
Nice pivot.
I need some air. You want to join me, bruh?
I'll join you. Yeah, I'll join you. See, in my family, it's a tradition before all the people sit down to eat, all the men go outside for a talk in the evening chill. It's kind of gets the chest hairs to stand on end, you know.
I was just trying to do the right thing by asking Khadijah. Now, how could she say no like that?
Never ask a woman anything.
Ooh.
She'll either give you an answer you do not want, or she will answer your question with a question.
Oh.
That's Max's MO, answering the question with a question. And it's always the same question. What the hell's wrong with you?
Nah, brother, I think that's just your woman.
Ooh.
Yo, can't Khadijah see this is the kind of opportunity that could set us up for life?
I just can't believe he's being this selfish.
Oh, my gosh.
Khadijah, remember in The Godfather when Diane Keaton asked Al Pacino if he had his brother-in-law killed, and he looks her dead in the eye
Right.
and says no, even though he did?
Uh-huh.
That's men!
It is! Maybe you should
That's
just
Godfather
let
Part 2, not Part 1.
What? Why do I have to be the mature one? I don't want my man to go. I want my man to stay here. Here.
Aww.
6 months apart is a long time, but I'm coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she don't see it that way. You see, what Khadijah needs is a sense of security. Why, on my first date with Regine, I bought her a steering wheel lock.
Oh, that's nice.
So instead of a locket, I should have gotten her the club.
That's right.
You know what the problem is? We have given women too much power.
I heard that.
Okay.
And you know, it's about time we men start reclaiming.
That's right.
My brothers, I propose a pact.
Well, propose on then.
From now on, we decide our own fate.
Well...
We ask no one for approval.
That's right.
Because no woman will tell us what to do.
All right.
Okay.
Because we're men. That's right. Men. Break.
Okay.
Guys, come and eat!
As soon as they made the promise.
Okay, let's say grace.
Oh, I'll start.
Oh, God.
Thank you for the love that binds us no matter where we are. No matter how far apart in the world.
Okay.
Thank you for the fact that we can all be here together.
Together here.
Where
Yeah.
we all belong. Together.
Thank you for all of these wonderful people and wonderful food highlighted by Yamalo and the turkey expertly carved by my Obi.
Aw.
Thank you for that compliment delivered through your child and my girl, Synclaire.
Aw, they're so cute. I love them.
And I'd like to give thanks for not having to eat hospital cafeteria turkey cubes.
I'd like to give thanks for all the love in this room and for my date, the doctor.
I thank God for all this food of great variety and quantity, and for the opportunity to share it with my very special man for the evening.
He's
Thank you
meditating.
for the gift of meditation.
I give thanks for my family and my friends, old and new.
Aw.
Me, I'd like to offer thanks for giving. Because you see, giving teaches us something that receiving doesn't. It allows us to look deep within ourselves.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for this special day when we can turn to those who are closest to us and give them what they need most.
Aw.
They all feel bad.
Amen.
Aw, that was really nice.
Terrence, can I speak to you for a minute outside?
Are they both going to acquiesce?
Well, like, she could go and see him at different places on tour.
Yeah, I guess.
That could be fun.
Tough.
Pass me them tapes.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's eat.
Scooter, this is no way to spend a Thanksgiving. I don't want to keep you here only to have you resent me for it. I really think you should go on this tour.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes. Every relationship has its tests, and I guess this is ours.
Right.
So I'm giving you my love, and I'm letting you go.
Aw. This doesn't mean it's the end, though.
6 months is a long time.
A real long time.
It's not that bad.
We can get through.
Kirk, like you are you're cut from a different cloth. That's a long time to me. It's also back at a time when you didn't have the same technology that we do.
You're going to Tokyo, man.
So, get her a ticket.
Time
I guess
zone
I'm
difference.
not really letting you go if I try to hold on this tight.
I don't want to let go of you at all.
Ooh. Aw, it's a full moon.
Remember when we were kids? We used to race to see if we could outrun the moon.
But whenever we look back, there it was.
That's how I feel about us.
Aw.
And wherever I'm at in the world, whenever I see the moon, I think of you.
Okay.
Scooter, I love the locket. But don't you ever bring me a ring box that does not have a ring in it.
Nice, tell him straight.
Yeah, it's true.
I won't.
Yeah. Aw.
Oh, damn. Where do we go from here? 6 months.
I think that like if he's going to some cool cities, he should just get her a ticket, or like they both arrange.
In Family Matters, Laura Winslow's little sister went upstairs. She never came back down.
What? Oh, is this the food coma? Oh. Nope. He's like, excuse me.
Oh, that confirmed it for her. Oh, was she the one who asked?
Yeah. This kind of reminds me of like Easter Sunday lunch with my friend's family in England, because we would eat so much food.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, it was like their family tradition where you'd eat a bunch of food. Then you would turn on Formula One, and then you would sit and watch Formula One. And then because of the constant droning of the race cars, like vroom, 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 it's like very soothing. So then we'd all just kind of take a nap while watching Formula One. And then afterwards do a walk.
Yeah.
And that was Easter Sunday, which, because, you know, we don't do Thanksgiving in the UK. Yeah, this was cute. Very, very cute. They've
You know the song Jam by Michael Jackson?
Jam.
It's on the Dangerous album. It's the very first song on the Dangerous album.
I've never listened to a proper Michael Jackson album, only the greatest hits.
Oh my God. You've never heard the song Jam? That's one of the coolest songs on
All
that
right,
album.
play it for me.
Okay, well, I'm going to play it for Achara, but I can't play it for YouTube, so, because YouTube it'll get demonetized.
Oh my God.
Anyway, Heavy D collaborated with Michael Jackson on this. I was like, I know Heavy D collaborated with Michael Jackson. I thought maybe it was on Black or White, and then I asked Google, and it was on this song. Oh, that's right, it was on Jam.
Oh,
and so,
now I want to listen to Jam. Okay, I'll have to do it.
Oh, that's
after.
Jam is one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs of all time. And so, I can't believe you don't know who Heavy D is, like, by sight.
I don't know who Heavy D is. I'm sorry.
Because the thing about it is, you're familiar. You have a stronger familiarity with hip hop than I do.
I do, yes.
And so the fact that you don't know who Heavy D is just like really
shameful.
It's just shocking, more than anything.
Shameful. Sad.
Let me see. Do you know any of these songs?
No. Chunky but funky. That sounds like a bop.
Anyway, well, that's that. Now you know who he is.
Now I know who he is. Now
Yeah.
I feel like I need to go down a Heavy D. I was going to say black hole. Rap hole.
Wow. Wow.
I know, but I knew
Oh
what
my
you were
God.
gonna say.
That is too far, Char.
Too
Kirk.
far. Too much. Oh my God. Yeah.
Don't race us, bro. Anyway.
I like this. I thought he was great though. He was such a great addition.
Yes, I concur.
To the cast, the crew for this episode, and I really love that we get to see Regine date someone a little different.
Yeah.
And she looks so happy. And he's such a gentleman as well. He's being so sweet.
He brought the sweetness in this episode.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like when everyone was doing a selfish thanks, he's the one that was the most actual like saying grace.
Right.
So
he was great. I really, really enjoyed him. And it seems like the rest of the crew really, really liked him as well. He was just like the coolest guy.
It's just surprising they had Deion Sanders and Heavy D in the same episode. I was like, what the hell? Okay, cool.
I know. It was like a cameo-heavy episode, huh?
And neither one.
And I didn't know any of them. I was like, I'm pretty sure they're very important people, but I don't know them.
It's all good. It's fine.
It's fine. But I enjoyed it.
Before your time in America.
Yes, that's right.
So the whole 6-month thing. I hated the end of the movie La La Land because it is a modern film where you have Skype, you've got iPhones.
Yeah, I hated it too.
You have a means of connecting with each other, and they're both wealthy in the movie. This is a situation where that's not the case. You have two people who are basically middle income, and potentially he'll make more, but he's on a completely different time zone, and that is really complicated when you're trying to connect with the person that you're in love with.
Sure, and long distance phone calls were very expensive.
Exactly.
At that time.
They still have landlines, and
Yeah.
so you saw the computer that they were working with like an episode ago or two. It's like it wasn't high tech, and so to try to connect with your loved one is profoundly more expensive and difficult. I remember
You can send postcards. That's so cute.
I remember being in high school, and this is already after the year 2000. I remember being in high school and trying to connect with a girlfriend who was in Australia because she went on a vacation there, and that was like complicated. And we had a very limited window with which we could talk because it was expensive to make that phone call.
Right.
And so yeah, I can see the complexities of that and how difficult it might be, and why Khadijah might selfishly want to keep him there. At the same time, it's like he'll become resentful.
Exactly.
And
That's the thing.
Yeah.
When you do something like that, when you really want to do something and it's like really important to you and important to your career and everything and all of your dreams and whatnot, when someone says, no, don't do it, and you agree, you can't help but feel resentful because there's always that question mark of like, well, what if I had gone on that tour? But at least if you go, then you'll know. But of course, yes, I recognize that long distance is really, really hard.
Yeah.
And so, fine, yes, I get it. But I think the reason why I was like, just go, is because actually 6 months, when you're living life and doing stuff, it doesn't actually feel that long. Like it's already been 6 months nearly of 2025, you know what I mean? And so it goes by really quickly.
I guess.
But I know that a lot can change in 6 months,
Yes.
right? Like you can meet other people and this, that, and the other. But if you're like very focused on the end game and you're committed to the other person, I think that it's doable.
I am someone who likes to cuddle a lot, and I like intimacy a lot. To go 6 months without that would be very difficult for me.
No.
And so I have
fine.
not ever subscribed to a long distance relationship for anything I subscribed to that was like that remotely resembled a long distance relationship didn't last more than a summer because it was just like it was too difficult for both of us.
Right.
And so I just nope.
But okay, so in this case, it's 6 months, right? Like I always say, when you're doing long distance, you kind of have to have an end date in mind, right? Because like, what's the point? You hear stories of people who are like, oh, I did long distance for like 7 years or whatever. It's like, okay, but at some point you have to like decide on we're going to be together physically at some point, right? And so with this, it's like, it's 6 months. It's like a preordained amount of time.
Yes, but in a show like this, I feel like that really means he's getting taken out of the show.
Probably.
Yeah. In Family Matters, Judy Winslow, the youngest daughter of Carl and Harriet Winslow on the sitcom Family Matters, portrayed by Jamie Foxworth, Judy appeared regularly during the show's first 4 seasons. However, after the episode Mama's Wedding in season 4, she disappeared from the series without any on-screen explanation.
Wow.
And the Winslow family continued as if she had never existed. Oh, contrary to popular belief, Judy's final scene did not involve her going upstairs and never returning. Her last appearance was during the aforementioned wedding episode where she was celebrating with her family. Yeah, there's like a running joke, like Judy went upstairs and she never came back down.
She never came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they're just trying to take him out of the show. And I mean, even if you're going on tour, you could start out with it's a 6-month tour, but then it could go well and it could be like a year or 2 years or whatever.
Well, that's another thing I was going to mention. It's like, really just 6 months? I feel like this will only extend further and become more complex over time.
It could.
And just strain the relationship further.
But also in this show, they're all supposed to be like very young, in their 20s and stuff like that. That's the best time to be doing all this stuff.
Yes, but it seems like Khadijah wants to settle down.
Sure,
And
with him.
presumably you want to settle down, have a family, etc. Like, grow some roots, or however that saying is. And you can't do that if he's traveling all the time, right?
That's true. But, sometimes like that's just part and parcel of the job. And if he's earning and all of that, then maybe it's worth it.
Or that you just make the decision like that's the person you're marrying and having a kid with, and he's going to be gone for several months at a time sometimes. Just like an actor might if he's a movie star.
Yeah.
Or, I mentioned this before, but my ex-girlfriend's father worked for the U.S. government as a translator in the military. And so he'd be gone for half the year. Your dad was gone for half the year, wasn't he?
Yeah, there was a time in my life where we had just moved to Thailand, and then my dad got offered a job back in Indonesia. We used to live in Indonesia, but we just moved back to Thailand, and us kids had just got settled into school and everything like that. And so this job was going to be much better than anything that my dad had going on in Thailand at that time. And so he would go.
Yeah.
And he would come back like every month for like a weekend or whatever and spend with us. It was hard, but we did it.
Yeah.
And then after that, he got another job where he was working during the week in another province. And then so he would stay there for like 5 days and then come back on the weekend and spend time with us.
Yeah. I mean, I say this as someone who does not have a wife and kids. That feels like it would be impossible for me to handle. It feels impossible. It's like I would want to be near my family.
Sure. Sure. But that was a sacrifice that he made for us.
Right. Yes, I get it. No, I understand.
Yeah.
Like, it's desperate times come for desperate measures.
Yeah.
Call for desperate measures, rather. So I get it. Absolutely. And if it's like not that and you're just like trying to follow your dreams, there's also that aspect of it. It's like.
Exactly.
And hopefully you're with someone who can support you through that. I remember I had a girlfriend I was seeing for a long time. I mentioned her earlier, the one who I was seeing for a few years with the rack.
Yes.
I remember I told her, I'm like, because I didn't travel much, until a certain age. And at that time that I was seeing her, I really hadn't traveled much at all. And I was like, I told her, I feel this need, this calling to like go just on a solo road trip.
Right.
Just to like find myself,
experience
life, because my dad did that and I've never done that, and I was just scared that I haven't had. She's got a kid that I'm like a stepfather to, effectively, during that relationship. I just feel like I haven't done anything, and I should, that freaked her out, and she was like, well, if you go do that, I'm moving out. She was like dead serious.
So how did that make you feel?
Frustrated, but I understood where she was coming from. Like, I wasn't happy about that thought. Anyway, yeah, we broke up, and then I went on my road trip.
Win-win.
The two were not related. It was the breakup happened, and I had to go on a road trip to find myself, which was a failure. And I ended up coming back home, and then I found my life and world in YouTube, and then I went on a road trip in full earnest, and it was amazing. And it was one of the best experiences I've ever had of I went all the way up the West Coast to Vancouver and back, and I was by myself, just discovering, meeting people and all that. And it was wonderful.
I remember you called me.
Yeah.
And then
I couldn't get you
off the phone.
Yeah.
So I was like, hi, what's up?
Yeah, I was about to hit Canada's border. I was really scared I was going to be on the phone with you still. So, yeah. So that's a tough situation, and I get both sides of it. As someone who's staying behind, I would have to fight every part of me that selfishly would want to keep the person there.
Sure.
But also from his perspective, I get it as well. It's like, this is an opportunity of a lifetime.
Right. And if you love that person, you want them to be able to have all of the things that they dream of. And so it's hard, but you got to let them fly.
Yeah. I mean, the end of, what's it called?
La La Land?
No. Why is it escaping me right now? Good Will Hunting. Robin Williams had that famous story about he could have been at the World Series, but he had to go see about a girl. And so, have you not seen Good Will Hunting?
I don't remember it.
That was a huge part of, okay, never mind.
Don't tell me.
forget about it. So all I'm saying is sometimes that's a choice you feel like you got to make. I know it's not the same thing, but I'll try to make this as fast as possible because this is already prolonged. But there was this stunt guy I knew who was phenomenal, like so talented.
Right.
And have I told you this already?
I don't know, probably.
Okay. This guy, so there's this move called a double leg 540. Hopefully I can like remember to pull up a video about this. But like for me to do it, I have done it standing, but generally speaking, I have to run to get momentum to do this double leg 540. If you go to my Instagram page, you can see this stuff. Anyway, this guy was so skilled, he could be standing and literally jump up way above me and do a double leg 540 and land it. Because he didn't know what it was. And I described it to him and he goes, like this? And he just does it. I'm like, what the fuck are you made of? This is crazy. And he didn't look like a muscly guy. He looked more just thin and limber.
Okay.
Anyway, the whole reason he came to Los Angeles was to become Spider-Man. That was his whole motivation for becoming a stunt guy and coming to LA, was he wanted to be Spider-Man. And this is before Tobey Maguire.
Okay.
And so the role of Spider-Man came up and he had the opportunity to do it. At the same time, he had to go and battle for custody of his daughter with his ex-wife. And he had to make that decision. And he was like, I understand it's different.
Yeah.
I get it. But it's like, sometimes you're faced with these conundrums and it's like, okay, the dream doesn't matter because you're going to lose this person that means everything to you.
Right.
And so it's like,
I would say a child trumps Spider-Man though. Custody,
no, I agree.
Custody of your child?
No, I agree.
I'd be like, that's a no-brainer.
I agree. It's just like,
yeah.
I understand the difference is like, okay, this is your offspring. This is your blood.
Right.
I get that. But for me, there are people who have come into my life that mean just as much to me as the people I share blood with.
Okay.
And so that's what makes it hard, So I'm saying this is a very complex, nuanced issue. And I'm glad they explored it. I think this is just a costume. It's just a
veneer.
It's just a veneer.
They're getting rid of Scooter.
Scooter went downstairs and he never came back up.
He went on
It's the
tour with
opposite of Family
Jasmine.
Matters.
He's never coming back.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think the sad thing about Judy, the actress who played her, is she ended up becoming an adult film star.
Oh, dear.
And if she was proud of it, then I suppose it's not sad. But if she felt like she
More
needed to
power
do
to
that,
her.
if she felt like she needed to do it to get by, then that's I think that you get, they come at you pretty hard with opportunities and offers, and they go, oh, you reclaim your fame. These shyster, these skeevy people from that industry who trick you into doing it.
Yeah.
Any account you hear about the adult film industry is always awful. Every single one. I have not ever heard something on YouTube, but I suppose you're only going to hear the bad ones, just like news.
Sure.
So
sure.
But anyway, yeah, I thought it was cool what they explored here. It was Thanksgiving with a twist.
I really enjoyed that episode. In fact, I enjoyed all three of these. I feel like with Living Single, for me, sometimes it's like the beginning takes a bit to kind of get going with the first few episodes. Like they're more fluffy. And then they come in at the middle and it's like, here's some things that we're going to talk about that are like important, you know? And I appreciate these types of stories a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool.
It's really good.
I wish that the background was more recessed because it looked like a backdrop that was just put there.
Oh, like the moon? Yeah.
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 Okay. If it was further away, it would have been able to hide it better. But I suppose it's a sound stage. There's only so much room.
Yeah.
So you can only do so much. You sort of just have to suspend your disbelief.
Yeah.
That's what we had to do.
Back in the day.
I remember my dad showing me a movie about I forgot what it was. It was either like a destruction film that was like from the old black and white film era.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, Dad, this looks fake. He goes, I know, but like when I was a kid, you had to just buy into it.
You had to use your imagination.
You had to use your imagination.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I appreciated this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the reaction. Thanks so much for hanging. I am Jaby Koay. This is
Achara Kirk.
Peace out.